Today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the best Killjoy setups for Bind. These are going to be the placements for her turret, Nanoswarm, and Alarmbot that I've personally found to be most effective when defending on each site. But before we get too far into the video, I just wanted to say that I'm going to be doing these Killjoy setups on every map, so if you want to see those, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. So just a couple things to note before we get into it. First, you should know that you are able to pick up your Alarmbot or turret at any time from anywhere across the map. You should also know that the turret has practically no range limit and will shoot at any target within its 180-degree field of vision. So basically, if you're facing the front of the turret and it can see you, then it will shoot anyone that walks into that area. So first up, starting with A site, personally, so far I've had the best experience on Bind playing Killjoy on A site. Her ability to stall the plant, especially during a rush, is super helpful and important. That way you give your teammates time to rotate and help retake the site. So first, for turret locations, I really like this one right here on top of the box, just like this. This turret will see anyone peeking out of showers. And of course, it will see anyone pushing out short here as well. Obviously, the turret will get shot, but the whole point is getting that information of where people might be. This one also allows you to hide behind the box here, and that way you don't need to peek showers. And if someone from showers does start shooting at your turret, or the turret starts shooting at them, you can easily peek off of its contact. Another spot I didn't mind is right here on top of these boxes. And all you want to do is aim at the top of the box and then right click to flip the bot around. You can place it right on top of the box. I like this turret spot because if it's going off, then you know that the enemies have to be in short. Obviously with this though, you need some other way to get information at showers, so maybe your Alarmbot or you need to be peeking it. You can also place a turret on top of triple right here. Once again, doing the right click to turn it around. And once again, this turret will see anyone pushing up short or peeking showers. It's good to change up the turret's location, that way it lasts even just a little bit longer, because even those extra couple shots could help. So moving on to Alarmbot spots for A site. Personally, I really like this one right here, just behind the wall in U-Haul, because when the attackers are clearing U-Haul, they aren't going to be looking down trying to react to the spot. They're going to be focused on clearing all the common angles first. So this Alarmbot almost always goes off and applies vulnerable to anyone entering U-Haul. It's also super important to know when the attackers gain control of U-Haul as well. You can also place an Alarmbot just outside showers right here. It will cover the whole doorway of showers, so if anyone walks out, the Alarmbot will go off. So now moving on to potentially the strongest part of Killjoy's kit, her Nanoswarm. Typically with the Nanoswarm, I will always try and pair at least one right next to the Alarmbot, because if the Alarmbot applies vulnerable, they take increased damage, so your Nanoswarm will do even more damage to anyone pushing into that area. So one spot I really like is right outside showers right here. So if your turret goes off or the Alarmbot goes off, you can detonate it and it will cover the entire exit of showers. Obviously, another good spot to slow down a push is right here, and I like putting it just behind the box because it makes it a little bit harder to shoot out. And once again, when you detonate it, it will cover the entire exit of short onto site. But really, the spot that I placed at least one of these Nanoswarms at every single round is in this area here at default, because as you can see, when you detonate it, it will cover this entire part of the site that people like to plan at during quick executes. It's basically a molly that you don't have to take any sort of time to actually line up and can still stall a plant. So the other spot I had a lot of success with is right here in the cubby, because the cubby is a common spot that people like to play in post plants. And even if you throw it right in the corner here, once you detonate it, it will cover the entire cubby, forcing anyone in this corner out. So my personal favorite setup for Killjoy on A site is this.
Placing swarm grenade. Alarmbot out. Swarm grenade out.
So moving on to B site turret spots. First, I really like putting my turret anywhere in hookah really to get that information for when they're pushing in. So something like this works pretty well right behind these boxes. So they'll have to be up pretty far to break the turret, and by then they'll be exposing themselves to a bunch of different angles. Another good spot is in the corner right here. This one will alert you a little bit sooner if they're in hookah. Another pretty good spot is right here in this corner. That way it covers the entire entrance of hookah, so if someone is clearing these angles, they will start getting shot and you'll know that people are in hookah. Alternatively, you can do something like this, placing it on top of the tube here, so that way it watches both hookah and garden. You can place one over here as well. The only reason that I don't really like this one is because the information is a little bit later, but it's fine if you're playing a spot such as in the tube, back sight, or maybe elbow. Once again, if you don't need the early information, you can place it on top of this shed right here. So this turret will cover anyone leaving garden and anyone jumping out of hookah window. So if you have someone playing aggressive in hookah or you have your Alarmbot here, this could be a good option. For anyone leaving garden, it's a super annoying spot to have to flick your crosshair all the way up here to clear it. Otherwise, the whole time you're leaving garden, you're getting tagged by this turret. So for Alarmbot spots, typically something like this is pretty good. It will cover if anyone is entering into garden. Another spot I like for the Alarmbot is right here under window, because as people are jumping out of hookah, they aren't going to be focused on shooting this bot. They're going to be focused on things like elbow or clearing the back sight angles. So finally, for Nanoswarms for B site, I really like anything that will cover the window here, maybe in window or at the window drop. Both of these will cover this whole area here. Generally, I was doing something like this, placing my Alarmbot here and placing the Nanoswarm here. That way, as soon as the Alarmbot went off, I just triggered the Nanoswarm and blocked off the entrance of garden. But once again, just like for A site, you should throw one of the Nanoswarms at least on top of the default plant spot right here. If the enemy is just quickly rushing or going for a plant or didn't fully clear the site, you can just detonate it and stall the plant. Another pretty good spot is right here, right at the exit from garden onto site. It will cover the entire exit, forcing them to stay in garden. So an example best setup for Killjoy on B site could look like this.
Placing sentry. Placing swarm grenade. Placing Alarmbot. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Swarm grenade out.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the first of my Killjoy videos. If you want to see more Valorant videos and guides like this, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you want to follow me during my ranked journey, maybe watch me play some Killjoy live, then be sure to follow my stream. The link to my Twitch will be in the description below. Also, I recently made a Discord to try and interact with you guys a little bit more outside of YouTube and streams. So if you want to join that Discord, then make sure to click the link in the description below.